Hey everybody, it's Dustin from Handsome Phantom. We have more No Kuni 2 coverage, and today we're looking at the battle system. Here with me, Ben. What's going on, dude?
Hey, dude.
Hey, so let's look at the battle system, and man, what a battle system it is.
It is a battle system.
So, all active combat, as you can see, I'm slashing up here, and there's a lot of different elements to it, but what's nice is none of them are too complicated. So I guess where to start here. So you see me doing my primary attacks. I just did one of my magic attacks that you do by holding down that right trigger.
Yeah.
And a lot of different interesting elements going on here.
Well, one of the reasons that this is really approachable, I think, it's one of the reasons I like it, is because nothing looks too complicated. You know, you don't have terribly difficult combinations of things that you have to do. You're able to just switch between the characters and use their individual powers or actions, as it may be. And this is interesting.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to touch on, which you saw in the last video, is that you can change your character at any point during the battle,
absolutely,
just by hitting down on the D-pad. Another interesting element is you can change your weapons, as you see in the top left of the screen, and they each have different percents. So as you attack enemies, your percent will go up. When you hit 100%, your right trigger, you hold that right trigger and you do a magic attack, it's going to be even more powerful.
Nice.
So these first couple battles I was a little bit overpowered for, but I wanted to put them in here just so we could show off some of the different aspects, and I have a more difficult battle that we'll see in a couple minutes here. So it's a really neat combination between not only switching characters but switching weapons. All the enemies have different elemental attacks and strengths and weaknesses. So definitely considering where you are and what the enemies are going to be like and who you bring into battle is a big aspect of it.
Well, and I think taking advantage of the fact that you can, not only who you bring into battle, but of which character you're using for which different enemy type. And, you know, sometimes AI can be a little funky, so your characters may not be fighting someone as effectively as you can, or maybe they're going to fight them more effectively than you can. I found that to be the case a lot of times.
I feel like the AI in this game are fantastic. You know, what comes to mind, I think about playing like Kingdom Hearts, and it was always like whoever's in your party, Donald and Goofy, they're always dead.
Yeah.
That's never the case. I've had them die a couple times, but they definitely can hold their own. So here we are. This is one of the special extra difficult battles, and this one I think I'm a little under-leveled for, so I wanted to show that I had some comments in the preview saying that people thought it looked really easy.
Yeah.
And it definitely, there are easy battles and there are hard battles. I'm already getting messed up here. You can hit pause at any time by pressing that big touchpad, and you can see me healing up my characters right here and switching around. Sometimes I'll switch around, like if one of my characters get downed and I instantly want to jump into the battle, I'll switch.
Yeah.
So something I want to touch on these little guys running around the battlefield.
Little flame guys.
Yeah, you can equip different ones, and that's from the menu, and so it's all customizable, and they do different special power attacks. So you see that big blaster, that big cannon.
Yeah.
That's the little flame guys, and so basically throughout the battle is they'll have this little circle pop up. You go over, you press X, and they're going to help you out during battle.
Nice.
So it's a nice little
buddies.
little element in there. As you can see, Tanny has gone down and out here, and so
just after you finish saying.
Yeah. So I think I do revive her later in the battle, and there Evan went down as well. So I'm definitely struggling at this point, bringing in some of the flame guys as well. But no, I really find the battle system enjoyable in this game, to the point that I'm looking forward to every battle. Did you ever play a JRPG and it's just like, oh no, not
Definitely.
another battle?
Well, I felt that way all the time when I was playing Pokemon and you're walking through the high grass.
Yeah.
I never wanted to fight somebody.
Yeah. No, in this one, I'm always looking towards fighting. And specifically right now, I want to touch on, so these are some of the different buffs you can do through eating food. And so as you can see, I did the hot streak or hot steak spicy noodles.
Yeah.
And those gave me a different buff that lasts for like, I think 4 minutes on those. So that right there is like a special Super Saiyan type move where you can get a super good buff. As you can see, I'm just wrecking house. And so that will happen every once in a while in battle as well.
Nice.
And yeah, it's interesting because as I go through, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm explaining a lot, but all of these are perfectly added as you start to play the game, and so it's never confusing at all.
So it never like overloads you. You're kind of a different. Yeah, I've played some games where you start out and it's like, here's all these 15 things you can do, and they tell you how to do them all in 30 seconds, and then you don't remember how to do each of them, so you don't perfect them, which means you don't get good at them.
Yeah. I just love there's so much versatility between using the power moves like I am right now, and so there's obviously like a light and a heavy attack, and there's also just a standard ranged attack that you've probably seen me do throughout this.
Yeah.
So Tanny here has a bow and arrow, and Evan has a magic wand, and there's also guns involved if you use Roland, and so yeah, that's it. The battle system, very intuitive, so enjoyable, and I scored a giant's bow at the end of this battle.
Really robust, but also very approachable.
Yeah, and so that's it. That's the battle system of Ni no Kuni 2. I hope that was a good job explaining a lot of the different elements, a quick crash course. But if you have any questions about the battle system, feel free to leave a comment. I'm going to be in there, so I'll be there to answer your questions, let you know, hopefully get it sorted out. If you don't already, make sure to like the video and subscribe. We have tons of Ni no Kuni 2 pre-release content. We have a full preview. We have a video going up about the kingdom building, as well as our full written review next Monday. You're going to want to check that out. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you later.
Bye.